Alright my dudes, did you ever notice that Quidditch makes, no sense? At first glance, the sport seems like the coolest thing since peach syrup.
Peach syrup.
But today I'm going to explain just why everything about Quidditch is actually broken and the game just doesn't really work. To start, let's talk about the Broomsticks, perhaps the most important aspect of the game. But here's the catch. Not all brooms are created equal. Some players get to ride the latest, speediest models, while others are stuck with old and slow relics. Talk about an unfair advantage. This broomstick inequality creates an imbalance where some players can zip through the air like lightning, while others struggle to keep up. How is that fair? For example, in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Malfoy's dad buys the Slytherin team Nimbus 2001s. This just goes to show how silly the ability to use different brooms truly is. It almost becomes pay to win. They should really level the playing field by standardizing the brooms used by all players. Also, brooms would be so damn uncomfortable to sit on. Can you imagine putting all your weight on such a thin piece of wood? Talk about uncomfortable. This is one of those things that works well in cartoons, but would not be practical in live action. Next, I need to speak about danger. You see, Quidditch is like a roller coaster, except there are no seatbelts and it's on fire. It is insanely dangerous, despite being played by children as young as 11, like Harry Potter was in the first movie. There are 2 beaters on each team. These beaters rack around these iron balls called bludgers, aiming to throw players off their game. Imagine having one of those suckers hurling towards you at breakneck speed. This could seriously damage, if not kill someone, especially when you take falling into account. Falling from this high could easily kill you. Quite frankly, it's a miracle that no one has died in such a dangerous game up until this point. You are also allowed to bump into one another, so this is definitely a full contact sport, yet the rules are not explained. What is allowed and what isn't? For example, in the first movie we see 2 Slytherin students force this girl into the stands, knocking her unconscious. Are you telling me attempted murder is okay? Because she could have died here. Also, players are apparently allowed to fly anywhere, and I mean anywhere. Picture this, you're sitting in the stands watching the match when suddenly a Quidditch player comes zooming towards you. It's a recipe for disaster. These players fly inches above the spectators' heads, and sometimes even dive beneath the seating areas. Why are there no designated flight paths? They will also play Quidditch in any weather, despite if there is lightning and rain crashing down. Take this scene from The Prisoner of Azkaban. It looks like the game should have probably been cancelled here for the safety of the players. But no, why would anyone be concerned about safety? It's not like these are a literal bunch of kids and teenagers or anything. Moving on, let's not forget about the Golden Snitch. The Snitch grants the seeker who catches it a massive 150 points, while scoring with the Quaffle grants a mere 10 points. The Snitch is like the ultimate game changer that is responsible for a whopping 88% of game victories. That's so overpowered and means that the seeker gets all the glory, while the rest of the team's efforts often get overshadowed. Next, I need to discuss the length of games. You see, in Quidditch, games don't have a set time frame. Instead, the game ends when one of the seekers catches the Golden Snitch. Oliver Wood once mentioned a match that lasted a whole 3 months. I don't know about you, but I've got a job, a life, and other stuff to do. Who's got the time to watch a single match for that long, even if it's only for 1 hour every week? Plus, on the flip side, what if someone catches the snitch within a couple of minutes? Talk about anticlimactic. It takes forever to fill up a regular Quidditch stadium, let alone those colossal ones like in the Goblet of Fire. Imagine getting the whole stadium full just for the game to end after 30 seconds. Not having a proper time frame on Quidditch is just a strange choice for J.K. Rowling to make. I don't know what she was smoking when she wrote down the rules for Quidditch, but I want some. And how about cheating? Not just regular cheating, I'm talking about magical cheating. Quidditch has its fair share of mischief when it comes to wizards using their magical abilities to gain an unfair advantage. Remember good old Professor Quirrell? He used a spell on Harry's broom during the first Quidditch match, causing all sorts of trouble. Oh, and how about that cursed bludger from the Chamber of Secrets that Dobby tampered with? It's like there's a magical loophole that allows players to bend the rules without consequences. Who is stopping anyone from using spells to cheat? You can't keep getting it. With spells and enchantments at their disposal, anyone could easily cheat their way to victory, making fair competition a thing of the past. Hermione even cheats in Half-Blooded Prince to help Ron make the Quidditch team. Without proper safeguards against magical shenanigans, the game just wouldn't work. And there you have it, my friends. If you made it this far in the video, you can see that Quidditch, as magical as it may be, has its fair share of flaws. While I know Quidditch may not be a real game, and no one has ever actually been hurt playing it, I still think it's important to address its inherent flaws, even within the context of the wizarding world. But what do you think? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more engaging content like this one. Thank you so much for watching my video, and that's the end of the show.